You ready to get this party started?
I fucking guess.
Let's play the intro, bitches. Maybe. What is going on, you crazy son of bitches? It's 165. It's a shit show. We're here on a Sunday night doing our live stream on YouTube. We like to keep you fuckers guessing when we're going to show up.
Yeah, God knows if I'm going to be able to get home from this place tonight.
Yes, it's snowing to beat hell here.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but
it's not. They just don't fucking take care of the roads the way they should.
As
we live in a very small metropolitan area. You'd think that they would do a better fucking job.
You would think, but this is Ohio, and we panic.
Well, especially considering that like more than 80% of the roads in this area you can do with one run.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like one run of salt. Like you just go down the middle with a salt truck and you're fucking good.
Yes, we are doing a shit show tonight for episode 165. That is where we just cover a vast array of topics.
We're doing the podcast version of my life.
We would call this bar talk, but it's been taken because you greedy bastards.
Barstool?
Yeah, bastards.
Well, I mean, I figured once they made Barstool, I figured they were just kind of gonna grab up everything bar stool.
This is the kind of shit you and I discuss while
they should have stool talk where they talk about taking shits.
Why is it always got to be shit with you?
Everybody likes a good because everybody poops, just like the book says. It's true.
It's true, but I don't want to think about it. I don't even want to think about me shitting.
Why?
Because
only if it's a good one.
Because I'm old and I'm afraid I'm on Elvis Presley. That shit. Die on the shitter.
Nothing's better than knowing somebody came out of the bathroom after they took a poop and being like, "Was it a good poop?" And they're like, "Yeah, it was awesome."
Well, this is
instead of being like, "No," like that fucking TikTok sound where it's like, "What are you doing up at 3 a.m.? I go bathroom with spice diarrhea."
This is you get to be my age, you start worrying about shit like that. I'm afraid I'm going to die alone on the shitter. And you're going to find me on
that could happen to anybody.
Saturday night or a Sunday night, come in here for episode 185.
It could happen to anybody.
Then people say,
there's worse ways to go.
I had this conversation with somebody once. We were talking about ways to go. You know, what would be a shitty way to go? What would be the best way to go? Naturally, in your sleep, it's the best way to go.
You would think.
And of course, dying on the shitter came up. And they said, wouldn't you be embarrassed? I said, no, fuck
you're fucking dead.
I'll be dead. I don't give a fuck.
Who gives a shit?
Pardon the fucking puns. Yes, but it would be an all right way to go, I guess. It depends on what it is.
There's much worse ways to go. I would rather go taking a shit than like being like eaten to death by an army of gerbils.
Because basically, if I die on the shitter, you'll come in on a Tuesday or whenever the live stream is scheduled for that week. And you will find me on the shitter and Layla sitting in front of the shower just looking at me going, I don't know what the fuck to do.
It'd make an interesting fucking funeral.
I know one thing. You'd take a fucking picture of that shit, wouldn't you? And post that shit.
Just blur out the face.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. You
just be up on the stand, or up on the stand of the fucking, I don't know, the podium. It smelled like shit when he died because there was shit and a dead person.
I'm going to start drinking.
I'm not.
Are you? Oh, well, you got to drive.
Yeah. Considering that it got questionable just on the way here, probably not a good idea.
I always found it lubed me up. Well, I used to plow snow.
Yeah.
I would drink.
Yeah, I drive a 99 Camry. Not really the best snow vehicle.
Of course, I would do it, at night, no cars on the road.
Yeah, it's got tires about as wide as a bee's pubic hairs.
All right, you ready to get this shit started? First topic.
I guess, because I'm a fucking Cowboys fan.
Yes, he's a Cowboys fan.
I have a Cowboys hoodie on. This is nothing new.
I have a Ohio State.
He's given me score updates on a game during one of these live streams before.
Yes, he has actually.
Yeah,
actually, we watched a game on a live stream one time. Remember?
Yeah, I pulled it up. I just never get to fucking pull my shit out because I'm always at work when they play.
Back when we did a Monday night live stream, but
Monday Night Nitro.
Speaking of football, I was watching the news Friday-ish before I went to work, and granted, the city of Cincinnati is all jazzed up prior to even before their victory, which was, all right. And
it was an exciting conclusion.
Yes, they had a special. The news did.
They had riot squads out downtown.
Well, fuck, we're gonna burn this city to the ground.
Dude, that's why I said, I was like, what happens when they go to the Super Bowl? They're gonna fucking burn the city down before the game even.
Let's don't get ahead.
They're gonna be like, we're here. It's a W.
Let's don't get ahead of ourselves. That might have been a plow.
I hope.
But they did a segment, I should say, about an avid Bengals fan, and he brought up the Bengals curse because
was he a real avid Bengals fan, or is he like everybody in the Cincinnati area that says they're an avid Bengals fan, but they give up on them as soon as they lose like 3 games?
That is his big deal. He even during the down times, the past 31 years.
Good for him. I respect that.
But for those of you who are living on the rock, the Bengals won their first playoff game
with 31 years
since I was a senior in high school. That's
more than 31 years.
Fuck you, fucking.
I was gonna say because the last time they went to the Super Bowl,
shit.
Is that the last time they went to the Super Bowl? Was the year I was born, right? 89.
No, it was 89-9. Yeah, 89-90 season.
Good year.
My junior year in high school.
So my birth was the onslaught of the failure of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes, that marked the end of it. But anyway, he was talking about there's apparently, I had not heard this, there was a curse.
Yeah, the Brown family's still the owners.
Well, not even that. He spoke of another one, the Bo Jackson curse. Bo Jackson's career ended because of the Bengals. You remember the injury when?
Why is that a curse?
Because Bo Jackson was a fucking man.
Still though, like just because Bo Jackson was a shit doesn't mean every team that injures somebody doesn't get cursed for it.
Well, but Bo Jackson was a living legend.
Who broke fucking David Pollock's neck or whatever the fuck his name was?
I don't know.
That team probably won a Super Bowl since then.
But they say because a Bengals linebacker basically ended Bo Jackson's career. And for you people who are not old enough to remember Bo Jackson, Google that shit. The greatest football player of all time.
Google me, bitch.
The greatest athlete, I should say. Might not be the greatest football player, but the greatest athlete of all time.
One of them.
But
Deion Sanders is up there. Got to be up there too.
Yeah, he's a cornerback. Cornerbacks are basically one step above the fucking punter and the kicker. They don't tackle.
Not when he picked the ball off like he did.
That motherfucker.
And he was a return man. And he ran the ball from time to time. And he was a receiver from time to time.
No disrespect.
And he played baseball. Actually well too.
No disrespect to Deion Sanders. Great, phenomenal character, charismatic. But that motherfucker couldn't tackle a tackling dummy.
No, he was a ball hawk.
Right. I mean, not a great.
But there's not that many thumper cornerbacks either.
So that's why I say they're one step above the kickers.
I disagree.
But Ray Lewis, great athlete. But anyway, getting back to Bo Jackson.
I just watched a little fucking YouTube thing about Ray Lewis.
People don't really realize, they think of today's athletes. They look at it through today's lens. Bo Jackson was 6 foot, 230, and was the fastest motherfucker, one of the fastest motherfuckers in the league. So he was the size of just barely under, bigger than a linebacker. He could run like a gazelle.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, the linebacker, I watched the game because I'm old fucker. I figure I'll get that before you do. TV was black and white and shit.
That's true.
But he was running down the side, broke one off, running down the sideline. Guy grabbed his leg, to tackle him, and pulled his entire hip out of socket, and it popped back in.
Nice.
And that's how anybody who's had a dislocation, that is the most painful fucking injury you could have.
Go ahead.
Well, Gonzo doesn't take much to get you erect. He likes my beard. But anyway,
told you, man, the beard's a good look.
But anyway, when it popped back in, they didn't even think he dislocated his hip because it popped back in. But apparently, there was something about a blood vessel that it caught. I don't know, caught a blood vessel or a vein or something and caused bleeding, which effectively ended his athletic career. I think he played baseball for a little bit. He tried to come back and play baseball, but I don't think he ever played.
He played baseball,
but I don't think he ever came back and played football again.
I'm pretty sure you can still buy his cleats. Well, they're just shoots, but
so
I think they say you don't know Bo on them.
Right. But people in Cincinnati apparently think that was the last. I believe that was that year. I think it was 91. I think maybe 90, 91.
No.
So do you think there's anything to that curse? No. What about any
No.
sports curse? You know, the curse of the Bambino or the what is it? Chicago, the goat.
The goat, yeah, because the guys they wouldn't allow the goat in the stadium.
Yeah,
It's all fucking stupid.
well, I might have a different. I think we've talked about this in previous episodes.
Like the curse of the Bambinos, just because as soon as they got fucking Babe Ruth, the Yankees started buying all the talent that came into Major League Baseball for the next 80 years.
Right.
And that's a fact. But they still do it.
But just to play devil's advocate here, what I do, we've talked about intent, manifestation, you know, putting, you know, your thoughts out in the universe. Now, if you have a whole fan base who are the reason they're called fans because they are fanatical. That is why I don't go to a sports bar and watch fucking football games because it's a miracle I get in a fucking fight because people are stupid.
I just hate the people that like cheer when people get hurt. Like, you're a fucking piece of shit.
But you get a fanatical person thinking that there's that curse, like the curse of Bambino or whatever.
Mhm.
They are putting that energy out in the universe, and you get a whole fan base doing that. Maybe there could be something to it,
like a Tulpa effect,
right? Or just because a curse.
Tulpa in sports. There's our next episode.
Right.
It'll be 8 minutes long.
Because a curse and a hex are two different things. People get, you know, a curse isn't a witch going around a cauldron, you know, with your pubic hair, you know, and singing Alanis Morissette. A curse is more along the lines of just bad luck, right? That's the energy throwing. You can be cursed, but the energy, you know, the universe is throwing bullshit energy at you. So I think it's very possible that some of these curses, whether it's not somebody hexed the team or cursed the team per se, it's just that all that negative energy, you know, makes it a little bit more difficult. The universe throws it at you.
Don't mind me.
I've never. What's Gonzo talking about? Have you heard of the curse of the ramen? Is that ramen noodle man?
I don't know. I'm assuming he's gearing up to say some racist shit about me.
Probably. But that's my take on, you know, sports curses. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. Because all athletes are somewhat superstitious.
Yeah.
Every athlete who's ever played it.
Right.
Even if they want to not admit it, they are somewhat superstitious. So, and when you think something bad is going to happen, guess what? There's a good chance something bad is going to happen.
Yeah. You put that energy out into the universe.
Right. All right. So, any last thoughts on curses? You think they're bullshit? Okay.
I mean, for the most part, yeah.
Okay, I
think it's just shit gets in people's head and they don't fucking care.
Yeah, that was a goat curse or whatever.
The Cubs.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that was another goat.
It's because they wouldn't allow the dude's goat into the fucking stadium anymore.
With his,
it was a literal goat.
With his emotional support goat, he was just in the wrong time. That shit would be allowed today. You fuckers with your emotional.
So stupid. Go fuck thine-selves in that language from back then.
Yeah. Let's move on. We've also talked about the Osbournes here because we love Ozzy. Ozzy's the man.
Yeah.
I've come to a fucking conclusion though.
He's been dead for 20 years?
No, all those motherfuckers got to go. There's another fucking paranormal show. What the fuck is
was it Kelly now?
Kelly was in with them.
Yeah.
And they went on an investigation.
On the RV thing? I saw her on the RV show too.
Right.
She started driving Ozzy around in the RV when Jack had a kid.
The one I saw, was her and Jack went on an investigation and then came back and discussed it with Ozzy and Sharon. Basically, is the Osbourne wants to believe just with an investigation. I mean, we are saturating the fucking market here, there, Jack Osbourne. Are you watching the fucking football game?
I have the game cast on. Priorities.
But
see, I'm not actually watching. I just have to look over every time I see it move.
Yes. The Osbournes need to realize, or Jack needs to realize,
that just because Ozzy's Ozzy Osbourne doesn't mean that he's not the Prince of Darkness and shit. Like, you're not more apt to. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, use your name and your fame to your advantage, I guess. Fuck it.
But Jesus Christ, how many fucking paranormal shows did Jack Osbourne need?
as many as he wants to keep making money, as long as I'll give them to him. I would do it. Fuck it. If somebody wanted to give me a show and then wanted to give me another show and then wanted to give me a third show after that, and they're like, yeah, we'll pay you this much. Yep. I will take that, and I will take that, and I will have some of that as well.
Okay, here's the real question. Would you fuck Kelly Osbourne?
Fuck. I mean, maybe just to say you did it.
Ain't gonna brag
not to say she's like a
she's not
unattractive girl.
She
or
at least
anything.
grew up. She's more.
Well, they all look when they had the TV show on MTV. They all looked fucking weird.
They were all mutants, except for I think the oldest one who wasn't in the show.
Because that one like barely talks to him, doesn't right?
I think actually she's from the previous marriage. I think. I think I've seen her. I don't think she's an attractive woman. Jack and Kelly, a little fugly. But they at least grew into their awkwardness.
Right. They just look like when they were on MTV back in the day, they just looked like they went to like every Linkin Park show they could get their hands on.
Trying to think. I think that was maybe toward the end of Linkin Park. Or to the beginning of Linkin Park. The end of them to the beginning of Linkin Park.
No, Linkin Park. No, Linkin Park was probably old. Linkin Park was probably doing like fucking Transformers movies by that time. Because Linkin Park was when I was in junior high, like 02, 03.
Yeah, but wasn't.
And that was around the same. I'm pretty sure that was around the same time as the Osbournes.
Right. It was about the 2000s.
Yeah.
Osbournes. Yeah, you might be right. You're right. All right. So that is. I just think they're oversaturating the market. It's the death of the.
I mean, that's been happening though.
But it's worse.
I mean, how many shows does Zach Bagans have now? Or has he had?
He's had a few.
Not all, yeah.
I mean, he's got the documentary, but
I mean, Ghost Hunters is back again, which I'm cool with. I like Ghost Hunters.
I mean, Zach.
Ghost Brothers.
Zach tried to
pop
do
in
like
the trunk on ghosts,
like a paranormal contest show where they took teams to do investigations, and somebody,
how the fuck does that work? That'd be just as corny as the one I just watched. Like, I'm not a Harry Potter nerd, but like they just had like the 20th anniversary of the Harry Potter movies or some shit.
Fuck Harry Potter.
So I watched like they had like a little documentary about like they brought a bunch of the people back together. It was actually kind of cool.
Did you see that TikTok about Harry Potter? How it's a blatant ripoff of Star Wars?
No.
It's basically a young orphan.
Isn't that most like
a young orphan lives with his uncle and aunt who his uncle hates the supernatural, and then he is
isn't that
guided
like,
by an old
that's like
man.
Every fucking like triumphant story of a young man making good though.
And then there's a love triangle with his best friend and a female, which the only difference is Hermione or whatever the fuck her name is.
Put down.
If they would have said Hermione was his sister, then it would definitely be a blatant fucking ripoff.
I mean, it's the same story. Like I said, it's every like comeuppance make good shit for like disembodied, like disenfranchised youth.
Yeah. All right.
Let's tell me Michael Orr wasn't banging the daughter from that family. Apparently, he was not the happiest about that film when it came out. They didn't do a very good job of actually portraying him.
Because he wasn't that.
No, he wasn't like that shut off and like.
Right. Yeah.
And he was already a good football player when the Tuohys met him.
Right.
Which was, once I found that out, I was like, of fucking course the NCAA investigated them. Now, if he was a nobody that didn't play football, yeah, why would you do that? But no, oh, look at that large African-American male that plays very good football. Oh, he doesn't have parents in his life. Honey, pull this car over right now. She said, Sean, pull over. I just watched that shit not too long ago.
I watched
She said, don't you dare lie to me.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the story that was brought to our attention by Rob from the UK, one of our Patreon subscribers.
Roberto, who's not here, even though we're early.
Well, but
piece of shit.
I didn't tell him I should send him an email saying
what a fucking asshole.
It was my fault.
Exactly. Hey, that's why I said it.
He gives us money. He's the best. We love our Patreon subscribers.
I still want to know if we get more money from him because he pays in pounds.
I do not know.
Or pence. I don't know. Fucking know how that shit works.
As part of his subscription package in his tier, he gets to send us a story idea, and we're going to cover that on an upcoming
we got to
episode.
reach out to I don't remember which one you said it was, but another UK
I
Patreon.
don't think quite she's at that level yet.
I thought she said she bumped up.
Yeah, but
There's only 2 levels, isn't there?
She just, but you can adjust and pay whatever you want. I have to look. I have to look and see what I get.
Well, fuck it.
You know what? I'll reach out to her anyway because she bumped up.
Yeah, fuck it.
Emma, if you're listening,
we have a shitload of fucking Patreons.
GITM podcast at gmail.com. I will get with you. If you have an idea or a topic you want covered,
Gmail.
We will do that.
Did you know fuse.net email addresses are still a thing?
I think Yahoo or AOL are still a thing too, aren't they?
Really?
I think so. I think I have an AOL account or AOL.
God, you are
email.
old.
Dude, I remember before the fucking internet.
I mean, so do I, but
before fucking cell phones. I had a pager at one time.
Just remember finishing in your belly button before the fucking picture of the naked girl fully buffers.
Apparently, Lamont is our economist. £1 equals $1.37.
That's what I'm saying.
So if actually, we're getting she is at that level technically.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if we're getting a $2 donation from them, is that £2 for them, or is that $2?
Don't do math on fucking podcast.
Or is that $2.74?
Have you not realized we are kind of idiots? We are mildly retarded, both of us.
No.
Well, one of us is.
I'm quite intelligent, surprisingly.
I'm not. I'm dumb in a box.
I love when people are like, "Oh, you're pretty smart." And I'm like, "Thanks, dickhead."
I'm dumb in a box.
Did you just think I was a fucking moron this whole time?
I have to get by on my good fucking looks.
Dude, it's amazing. It's like people react to me saying stuff, and it's like the way some people react that don't know me. It's like they were just expecting me to sit there with a beer, like taking a drink and be like.
And for those of you I just pissed off because I called myself retarded, go fuck yourselves.
I mean, you said it about yourself. Yes, it's a trigger word, but you know.
But I am.
It's self-deprecating at that point.
Okay. Getting back to your nerdiness, this was brought to us by. Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. I will reach out to you.
Emma.
And you will get to pick a topic, and Travis and I will butcher it the best we fucking possibly can.
And I want your recipe for crumpets and a spot of tea.
But Rob sent us a bunch of shit. I mean, we're gonna have to put him on the payroll.
I'm listening.
I know you're watching a fucking football game.
No, I'm watching live updates of a football game.
Okay, so Rob sent us this article, and I wanted to cover it, and I can't put make a whole episode out of this one, but huge fossil sea dragon found in Rutland Reservoir. Did you hear about this?
Mm-mm.
During landscaping work at the reserve in February of 2021, a gentleman spotted something odd poking out of the mud. It was a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a fossilized remains of a 10-meter long sea predator called let me
see.
What's that word?
Ichthyosaur.
Which apparently
those are bad motherfuckers.
Which apparently is a warm-blooded, air-breathing sea predator, not unlike a dolphin, that would grow up to, and I'm stressing up to, 25 meters long and live between 250 million and 90 million years ago.
Yeah. Ichthyosaurs were like the kings of the sea.
Now, Rutland is more than 30.
Mosasaurs.
Now, Rutland is more than 30 miles from the coast.
So?
But 200 million years ago with sea levels,
right.
Because let me let you people know a secret. Sea levels fluctuate. Don't tell, what's that one 16-year-old that shit, or she might be 18 by now. But sea monsters. There were some fucking monsters in our past.
Yeah.
I mean, so are we?
You got ichthyosaurs. Ichthyosaurs are basically, well, they had ichthyosaurs and then you had mosasaurs.
For those of you people who are listening, Travis's penis is extremely erect.
There's two
at least 2.5 inches.
I mean, they're not very different, but they are different. But they're both basically the kings of the sea. And if I remember correctly, I get them mixed up sometimes.
Greta, you're right, Tyler. Thank you for helping in. Greta Thunberg or whatever.
Greta Thunberg, that fucking douche. Like 3 months after her, global warming and plastic or bad. After that shit, I see a picture of her on a train, just all happy and smiles with like a multitude of plastic wrapped snacks and plastic bottles in front of her. Fuck you, you fame hungry bitch. I don't care how old she is. Fuck Greta Thunberg. She is a fucking fake ass piece of shit. There's ways around fucking. I don't give a fuck if you're on a train. I couldn't get the environmentally friendly snacks because I was on the train. Go fuck yourself. Pack them in your goddamn fucking JanSport backpack.
This is gonna be better than a Nickelback rant.
Put it on one shoulder because you're an asshole. Because if you wear a backpack on one shoulder, you're an asshole.
Damn it. That's how I went through high school. Fuck you.
Yeah, I know. So did I. And then looking back on it, I look back on it and I'm like, what the fuck were we doing? That's so stupid.
It's because you got to hold it still. You got to keep that thumb right there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so why wouldn't you just put both straps on like a bunch of fucking idiots? Like we're just all, it's like all of us were just fucking just dropped on our heads at birth and they were like, here's a backpack. But no, fuck Greta Thunberg.
Twice.
The fuck are you doing to help shit? Not a goddamn thing. You crying on TV. Big dumb fucking deal. Oh, those tears, for every tear that Greta Thunberg fucking sheds, you get 1.2 square kilometers of ozone replenishment. That's how it works.
I know one thing. Last week's episode, you were doing your part to fucking kill the fucking ozone layer.
I lit it up
just
a little bit.
Shitting on me.
A little bit.
Bastard.
It was one of those days, man. But yeah, no, like
why didn't COVID take my smell? Take my smell.
That's why I don't understand that shit. Everybody's like, oh, they're environmental leaders and blah blah blah. Eat a fat sack of fucking ichthyosaur dicks.
Well, I've covered the what's Tyler say? They made more.
Oh, look, now we're down another fucking touchdown. Down 16 points in the fucking
we've
third
had
quarter.
This global warming global warming is real. It's real.
It's climate change.
Climate change.
I would rather call it climate change.
Right. Climate change is real. Actually, no, the Earth will get warmer. Now
but that's because the climate is changing as the climate does in rotation over the last 4.5 billion years that it's been a thing.
And we've covered this before. There are those people, there are scientists, just not fucking crazy conspiracy theorists, that believe we are actually still in the tail end of the ice age. The actual average temperature of the planet should be higher. Hence,
so maybe we're helping Greta Thunberg.
Hence why at one point, we've talked about this, Egypt, at one time, the Sahara Desert was tropical. And they found proof of that, especially in the base of the Sphinx.
Oh.
So the Earth is always fluctuating.
The base of the Sphinx, the space?
Yes.
The space of the Binks.
The noseless got a nose job.
Michael Jackson in concert.
Global warming or global climate change it's happening. Now, we can debate all day long our role in that. I don't give a fuck personally. But if I hear somebody say we need to save the planet, go eat all the fucking dicks. The planet's going to be just fine. Just be honest. We've lost viewers out the ass after this rant. I don't give a fuck. Go fuck off, all of you. It's not save the planet. It's save our own ass. That's all it is. The planet will be just
I've been
fine.
saying that.
It's us we want to save.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm all like, I get it, but we ain't gonna do shit about it.
I say, cow methane, eat more pig and eat more cow.
It's just one of those things, man. Like the planet's gonna do what the planet do.
Anyway,
I'm not saying that we're not hastening the process, but the reason everybody has a fucking problem with it is we are speeding up the process that is eventually going to eradicate us as a species. Yes. Why do you think the fucking space race is such a big deal? You think NASA and shit doesn't know that this shit's going to happen? Even if we completely eradicate methane and carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, all the oxides and insides and outsides and fucking B-sides and whatever the fuck. Even if we get rid of all that shit, what? So what? The human race is a thing for an added 3 million years, right, give or take, before the planet fucks us anyway. The sun explodes and then we're all fucked either way. Like, we just don't want to admit that, like, we just don't want something to happen to us.
The more research I do, the more I think about this. I believe civilization has started over many times. We are not the first. As old as the planet is, how many was it? 6 billion years?
4.6 billion, I think.
Somewhere between 4 and 6 billion years old. And I believe personally, I have no scientific proof to back this up, that humanity has grew and has been exterminated several times in the past. Hence the story of Atlantis. Now, was Atlantis a people, a place, or was it just humanity at the time? Something happened, another meteor hit, that similar thing that wiped out the dinosaurs, wiped us out, and it just repopulated. It started over and over again.
Tyler made a good point.
What?
He said all they've done is make paper straws wrapped in plastic. Again, I don't really give a fuck. If people want to do this, like, that's fine. Like, I accept. I just don't like the cover up of the whole thing. Like, I'm okay with making changes to our carbon footprint, but let's just do it. Let's stop blaming it on we want to save the planet and just say we want to save ourselves, because that's
Right,
what
that's what it
everybody
is.
gives a fuck. That's fine.
That's
I'm
fine.
cool with that. But as somebody who goes to a restaurant regularly, it's kind of my spot with my significant other that gives paper straws. I swear to God, if I get to a third or fourth refill that you don't bring me a new paper fucking
Are
straw.
the straws paper?
Who?
The straws paper?
Where?
At,
Where I work?
yeah.
No.
Oh, you said restaurant. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I've had the straws. That's
If you don't bring me a new straw after the third refill, I'm flipping the table and I'm stabbing old ladies with butter
there
knives.
goes your tip, bitch.
Because those things suck after you've had a couple drinks out through them. Because they're paper. And that's another thing. It's like everybody wants to fucking praise the geniuses and the inventors, but when they invent stuff, then 20 or 100 years later, they're like, that's bad.
I have a question, though. When are the paper fucking condoms coming?
Impossible. Yeah, that's the other thing. Why isn't anybody? Nobody's going after that. Nobody's going after the fucking like stuff like that. No, because everybody likes to bang. We can't take condoms away. Condoms are made of latex.
I'm old.
Condoms are made of latex. That's fine. That's totally a biodegradable substance. Then what are we going to do? Then they're going to fucking switch it. They're going to make everybody switch to lambskin condoms, and then you're going to have PETA fucking flipping out.
Is Lamont asking in the chat, why has Jeff Bezos ended the Gonzo, get on Tyler's thing there. Why has Jeff Bezos ended the flat earth argument? Did he?
Oh.
I would say, why hasn't he, since he was up there? Maybe you're supposed to say, hasn't he, since he was up there? Of course, let's be honest. That fucker they didn't go to space. They popped up higher.
Well, yeah, that's a common misconception too. Is like there's a difference between going to space and going into the atmosphere.
And even technically, satellites are still in our atmosphere.
This is not going well.
Why?
This game.
Are you getting who are they playing?
The Niners, 23-7, with 4.5 minutes in the third quarter.
Hemp condoms. Ooh. See, I always think of hemp as like burlap, but or you think what's those drug runner ponchos? Those
poncho?
Yeah.
A serape. Well, serape is like the ones that you just flop
itchy
over.
As fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated those motherfuckers. I had
made out of like fucking alpaca wool.
They were big when I was in high school 30 fucking years ago because I'm old. So everybody
before the invention of polyester and
plastic. Polyester was the 70s.
And the telephone,
which I was alive for too. So fuck off.
And the AM/FM radio.
But we'll get back to the flat earth debate here in a second. But I think of that. When you think of hemp, I think of that. I know I'm ignorant. I was like, but can you imagine putting that on your dick as itchy as those things were?
It's
of course, does it really matter? Neither one of us has a big enough penis to get anybody pregnant.
It's the whole thing of like, it's all of it really is an effort in futility. The Earth's gonna, no, not the Earth. The Earth as we know it is gonna end because we're gonna end. And then some other species, and then cockroaches are gonna be walking around like, this is awesome. These assholes left so many piles of garbage across the world, literal mountains of trash.
They'll get bigger, and we'll have big, ginormous cockroaches.
Yeah.
Big, ginormous cockroaches.
Big black cockroaches. Okay. BBCs. Big black cockroaches.
All right. Yeah, but
that's a t-shirt right there.
But Jeff Bezos,
don't look at my are you looking at my BBC? Big black cockroach.
Jeff Bezos's dick and balls rocket did not go high enough. I mean, let's be honest, to really prove anything. They probably barely got weightless.
I mean, it's just like fucking like it's fun. Like all these guys, it's all the people that make money that are out here supposed to be supposedly like doing things that are going to change the way we look at things. Like James Cameron. James Cameron went to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, fuck him.
It's actually kind of cool. He's actually apparently very interested in that shit and takes it very seriously and scientifically.
But he's big on that vegan shit. And I have no issue with vegan shit. Eat whatever. I treat it like everything else. Whatever makes you fucking happy. But don't fucking Hare Krishna that shit to me and come knock on my door and bitch at me about it and be holier than thou. Live your life however you fucking want to live.
You're killing animals. No, I'm not. I'm just eating them.
Yes, and PETA is the biggest animal killer of them all. They kill more animals than anybody. But anyway, that's a topic.
I say all the time. It's whoever is the number one speaker against something as a coalition or an organization or whatever you want to call them is usually the biggest perpetrator of whatever sin they're committing.
Right.
They just have the best cover up too.
But anyway, getting back to the story.
So, ichthyosaurs are badass or were badass. But so are mosasaurs. Look up mosasaurs too.
This brings me
up to this. Fuck a plesiosaur, that Benesi looking bitch.
Is it possible?
Yes.
That you're gay?
It's more than possible.
Okay. No, but think of how
actually multiple people have thought that in the last couple of years of my life. Apparently,
I think my mother thought you were gay.
I know several people that have thought I was gay, and I was just like, "That's sweet. That I'm really crossing over." Like, I mean, I'm not, but there's worse things, much worse things I could be. I'd rather be gay than fucking black. I'm just kidding.
Oh, God damn.
I'm just kidding.
Wow. I'm glad I wasn't drinking when you said that.
Oh, man.
We would have had a major issue. I would have spit up.
I don't know. Every time anyone I've heard that from several people. I'm like, they're like, I thought you were gay. Like, really? I mean, like, I can act effeminately and I'm comfortable in my sexuality, I guess, but like, I don't think I put off a homosexual vibe. But you know, whatever. Teach your own.
Hey.
It's anyway. Probably just because they wanted to fuck me.
True. Now, so do you think it is possible there are still some? We know
dinosaurs.
Not dinosaurs, but
I was gonna bring up the Nkoku Mbembe.
Like something like this could still be floating around down at the bottom of the ocean. This doesn't come up. I mean, think how big the fucking ocean is. People do not understand how big the oceans are.
It's most of the world.
Yeah, what is it? 60% of the planet is water?
It's over more than that. I don't know the exact percentage off the top of my head because I've seen
somebody Google that shit.
Well, I've seen multiple different percentages, and there's also the fact that we know more about the space that we can see with our telescopes
than we do about the oceans. Down there.
Or I mean, we can at least I'd imagine that's including theoretical knowledge,
right?
Like the Neil deGrasse Tyson knowledge.
But I think,
but don't get me wrong, I fucking love Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's a very entertaining human being.
I think it is,
and he's such a nerd. He makes me laugh.
Yeah.
He makes nerdy comments, and he's like, and then he fell into the black hole. Anyway, Chuck,
I think it's very possible there's some of these type. Not saying that this is still around, but maybe a descendant, because we all know. Basically, is it an alligator or a crocodile? One of them is actually a fucking dinosaur.
They both are.
Are they both dinosaurs?
Yeah, all crocodilians. Birds.
They're fucking dinosaurs.
Well, see, that's where there's actually a split. And I didn't know we were talking about this, so I would have read up on it a little more because I have a fleeting mind and my knowledge just pours out of my head sometimes. But see, there's a split within in the lineage of dinosaurs at one point where they split into two different groups where you have things like the mosasaurs, the ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, stuff like that. Stuff like that. Well, you have the stuff like that that goes one way, and then you have things like the common shit that people know, like raptors and
Did you say rappers? Easy?
That motherfucker dead. But like, so you have like your mosasaurs and ichthyosaurs and shit. They branch off in one direction, and then you have the like I said, the theropods, like your T-Rexes and your Allosauruses and stuff like that branches off on it in another way. And then you've got, so theoretically, science tells us that the one
Trust
branch.
the science.
Yeah, I mean, I trust it more than pretty much anything else.
Wait a minute, hold on. Does Fauci have an opinion on this?
No, this is past Fauci's mental fortitude.
Okay. That fucking goblin.
There's evidence of this. So Fauci's out. Haha. Fuck you, you short little fucking banker from Harry Potter looking twat knuckle piece of shit, cock bag, fuck boy, asshole, bitch muncher, fucking butthole licker. I'm going junior high with it. You fucking prick. Fuck Fauci. Anyway, so you have a split, and then from one side you get into what theoretically and scientifically ends up being birds and shit, and then on the other side you theoretically and scientifically have the species that end up turning into your modern species of reptilians, of lizards, snakes, alligators, crocodiles, stuff like that. So yes, but at the same time, it's just like saying like sharks are dinosaurs. Sharks are one of the oldest species that has been successful the whole time. Same thing with like fucking arthropods have always been a successful thing. Decapods to an extent.
Decapods?
Yes. Dick iPods. But yeah, so yes, like I believe scientifically, like crocodiles and alligators have gone basically unchanged other than speciation for like 20 million years.
Right. But my point is, we know that being the fact, we know that. Why couldn't there be something down at the bottom of the ocean in the the deep, that there probably still is other things that just don't come up? And even if they come up,
well, it wouldn't be anything like that.
You never know.
Well, no, because anything like that's air breathing.
Oh, that's true. You're right. But
it would be like your megalodon or some shit like that, like ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, which is Nessie. Like all those needed oxygen,
right? Which, but even if there is, well, I mean, think about it. How often do you see a whale?
There's another fucking spam account. Not often.
And we know they're there. That's how big the ocean is, and it's not like the ocean is like Manhattan with people just walking down the street,
right?
Boats all over the place.
Yeah.
So it'd be hard to, even if they do.
Well, I mean, that's the same argument as like I've heard made by people when people are like, "You think we could survive if we went to the Jurassic?"
No.
First off, no, because we wouldn't be exactly.
Yeah.
Second, everybody seems to think that you would get time travel back there, and like you would get dropped into, and like it would just be like a fucking scene from a movie where you're like get caught by the natives, and there's just like every type of every dinosaur by the 100 just standing there looking at you like it's the fucking subway at rush hour. No, asshole, you're gonna drop and you're gonna be like, oh, look at that little guy, and then you're probably gonna walk for like 20 minutes before you even see anything, because things are still things. Like they might not be afraid of you because they don't know what you are, but they're gonna be like, they hear you crack a twig and they're gonna be like, they're gonna swerve, as the kids say.
But I'm saying
but no, I think there's plenty of shit on this planet that we don't know about that would terrify us if we knew about it.
And the audacity of the human race, we think we know it fucking all.
Yeah, when in reality we're discovering a new species like once a week.
Right.
And I would say that's very sparing, especially if you consider like dead species. Because that's happening all the time too.
Right. Now there is a debate on, you can go down to Bigfoot and the Nessie deal and all that shit.
Well,
and the Kraken,
I've said my piece on that. Bigfoot was, and if he's still a thing, is probably just Gigantopithecus.
And could it have made it and just
Gigantopithecus shared the planet with
humans,
modern day hominids.
Right.
So yeah,
it's possible. I don't know. Never seen one. Don't know. It's
right.
possible. I don't rule it out because I understand. I c- I ha- I have an open minded. I'm open minded enough to realize
Stop passing the ball.
most of this planet is either water or wilderness.
Yeah,
I mean, you get out,
I mean we're working our way to killing that off,
but there is still. I think there's enough wilderness between the U.S. and Canada. It's bigger than bigger than the states. Basically, that's how much wilderness there is. So it is very possible that there's even a Bigfoot type. So I don't rule it out. I don't know. I haven't seen one. Now, if you want to talk about shape shifting, dimension jumping Bigfoot,
Wendigo,
go eat a dick. I don't give a fuck. Or
which I mean, realistically,
maybe I don't know.
Just as likely. Like,
Or
who fucking knows?
Or they're getting dropped off by the aliens. The UFOs are just the Bigfoot Ubers. I don't fucking know.
Right.
I don't know. Don't care. It's a little far fetched for me. But if you want to say there is we talked about this before. But when did the silverback gorilla? What was it? The 20s?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or after even
2030. Somebody will look it up. But
that was the mountain gorilla.
The mountain gorilla.
Silverback gorilla is just the male.
Right. But the gorilla.
Yeah.
We thought that was
gorillas in the mist.
We thought that was a myth.
Yeah.
But it was, and that was.
I mean, look at the coelacanth, the fish.
Well, I have no idea.
They thought those were extinct for like fucking 20 million years. And sure as shit, there's 2 species of coelacanths just swimming around the oceans right now.
So,
and they look like tanks.
I'm open-minded
with scissor faces.
I'm open-minded to anything.
The goblin shark makes no sense. The fucking thing makes no sense. He's got a long ass nose, and it unhinges and drops its jaw down from its face, and then it protrudes out and it grabs shit and then comes back.
All right, let's move on.
That's one of those science experiment species that makes no fucking sense, but it still exists and has been around for a fuck long time.
We'll get back to the flat
like
Earth
the Greenland shark. The Greenland shark is a fucking
that was under the ice.
Yeah, like it lives to be like 4, 5, 6, like however many hundreds of years old. They don't even know how old they can get.
Yeah,
and that thing was like blamed for a lot of stuff. I heard it too, but that thing was blamed for all kinds of shit, like knocking over boats and it was a sea monster. But like, no, it's just a big fucking shark that can't barely see.
Okay, we are coming up on shit. We've been fucking off for an hour almost.
Mine is like 15 minutes at the beginning, I'd say.
But still, and we've only covered one story.
Yes.
We need to pick up the pace.
Yes.
To get to at the end, the headline story.
Yeet.
This is a headline from NPR. This 6th grader gave a classmate hand job? No, this 6th grader gave a classmate the Heimlich and saved a woman from a fire in the same motherfucking day. Let me read the story. An 11-year-old boy.
Name Peter Parker?
No, 11-year-old boy from Oklahoma is being honored for his heroism after he saved a choking classmate and rescued a woman from a house fire in one day. Devon Johnson was named an honorary member of both the sheriff's office and the police force and was recognized by the Board of Education in his hometown of Muskogee, Oklahoma, a city 50 miles southwest.
You lost me in Oklahoma.
Southeast of Tulsa.
In his hometown of Who Gives a Fuck, Oklahoma.
Hold on. He was honored by the sheriff's department and police force.
They didn't shoot him? Well, he sounds like he might be an African-American male, and we're talking about the cops in the South.
That's not the South.
Oklahoma
is the West.
Barely.
Oklahoma is like
let's be real here. Anywhere but New York City and California is basically the South.
Obviously, you're fucking. It's not the Wild West. Oklahoma's not the South.
It might as well.
Texas, really. I'm sorry.
Okay, but when's the last time you heard about some really racially like move forward shit?
Well, my point is
from Oklahoma. I don't think I've ever once heard boundaries are being knocked down today in Muskogee, Oklahoma. A Black Lives Matter rally has taken place in the town center, and literally every member of community has joined on board, and they are now marching to the next city to band together. No, you don't hear about that shit from Oklahoma. You hear about football teams every once in a while, and fucking ain't enough corn this year. I don't know what we're gonna do.
I'm just saying, this kid was honored by the police force and the sheriff's office, but he also rescued a woman from a burning fucking house. Where the fuck's what? The fire department couldn't fucking honor the kid too? What, was he not attractive enough to make the fucking calendar? What the fuck? Step it up, MFD or whatever.
Motherfucking dicks.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, Devon performed the Heimlich maneuver on a classmate on December 9th. And then he rescued a woman from a house that was on fire. I have one question. Where the fuck's this kid's parents? I mean, what kind of neighborhood you living in? You got kids got to do the Heimlich?
Well, the Heimlich thing's not like that's not. I feel
I'm
like
49 years old. I've never done the Heimlich.
I've done a Heimlich on someone.
I've never done the Heimlich, and
I've also backslapped somebody like a 90-year-old grandpa until they hawked something.
Where I will give this kid credit, Heimlich, I'll do that all day long if I have to.
Yeah,
but I don't know if my fat ass is going into a burning building.
Maybe not for a human. I might, if somebody was like, "My puppy's in there," I'd be like, "Got it." And I'd be like putting out flames on me like I'm a fucking, like whatever that superhero movie is when he's like, "Oh shit, my child's in there." Well, you better get off your happy ass and go get that little fucker.
Like we were talking earlier in the podcast about great ways to die, good and bad ways to die. I think burning to death would be a bad way to go.
Well, you
die of smoke inhalation before you actually,
or suffocation.
Right.
One of the because I think I saw something about like you can't breathe anyway, even without the smoke inhalation, because it's like
the heat of the air.
Yeah, like the fire eats the oxygen, so there's no oxygen because the flames are obviously engulfing your body.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I'd like to. I could sit here and say, "Oh, I'd go into a burning building to save somebody." I can say that, but when push comes to shove, now, if it was one of my kids or I knew the person and actually liked them, maybe. But for a stranger, I don't know if I have that big of balls. You never know until you're in that situation, but
right.
I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I'm definitely going in."
I mean, you tell me it's a kid, I'm much more apt to running in there.
Right, but I know, if it's
if they're over if they're over 60,
if you were in a burning building, I might hesitate. I'd be thinking of all those old jokes.
That's because I would just walk out naked, unscathed, like the Queen of Dragons,
Daenerys Storm.
Yes,
Stormborn or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, this kid's got balls. I give him credit.
I walk out like, I am Travis, the father of dragons, the breaker of chains, because I'm heavy and they broke when they tried to dangle me.
I mean, I give this kid credit, man. I mean, he's got some either bad luck or good luck, however you want to look at it, to have to do this shit in one day.
Like, what made you want to do this? I didn't fucking want to, Barbara, but somebody had to do it. The fucking cops weren't there. The goddamn fire department was letting kids climb through their truck at the fucking elementary school. So guess who's on the fucking scene? Whatever this kid's name is. Davon. Is it Davon or Devin?
Davon.
Are we racially appropriating somebody right now?
Davon.
Davion,
whatever. I said I'm retarded. I can't read.
I mean, good on you, Davion.
I think Davon sounds better. Davion. Sounds like
a guy named Dave with a hard dick. I got a Davon.
Sounds like a shitty Musk.
Davion?
Cologne for men.
Davion. The new scent from Calvin Klein.
But
it's
Davion, good job.
But it's a cheap ass scent from Calvin Klein. So instead of having like fucking Johnny Depp or something
at Walmart,
instead of having Johnny Depp or like Uma Thurman as the spokesperson for the commercials, it's Brendan Fraser. Like, oh wow, he's still alive. Davion by Calvin Klein. I was in The Mummy, and that's the only reason you'll ever know me.
Encino Man.
Yeah.
Might have
Which crossover he
wasn't he in
played?
Bio? No, he wasn't. That was Baldwin in Biodome.
Was he in there though? Did he have a cameo? Because I know he had a cameo as Link from Encino Man in Brother or Son-in-Law. The one where Pauly Shore ended up on the farm.
Yeah.
He had a cameo in that. He was at the Halloween party at the college at the beginning of the movie as Link from yeah, because Pauly Shore was the Chiquita Banana Girl, and he walked by and grabbed the fake frog out of his hat.
What was the one with
heated it up with a lighter and ate it?
What was the movie? Bedazzled, not Bedazzled. Where
fuck, is it Bedazzled?
Is it Bedazzled?
No.
Where what's her name?
Fuck.
What's her name?
Elizabeth Hurley.
Hurley was the devil.
Was it Bedazzled?
It's something.
It might have been.
I mean, that was actually kind of a funny movie.
It was all right.
But
Monkey Bone. Monkey Bone might be the best Brendan Fraser movie.
I've never seen that one.
That's good. You'd like Monkey Bone. Monkey Bone's funny.
Okay.
What else was there? Looney Tunes back in action. George of the Jungle.
Oh fuck that!
I mean, I like George of the Jungle just because it was a thing when I was a kid. Like, so it's happy memories.
Okay, we got two more stories.
And when he had the gorilla was talking to her, and she was like, "A talking gorilla," and he was like, "You can't do that." And when he'd be talking to him, and the girl would wake up and he'd be like, "Oh," that shit was funny.
I never saw it, so I cannot comment. We got two more stories to get to for this Sunday shit show. Okay, next one. I thought I got a kick out of this one. This woman has some badass fucking luck. Let me get a drink.
Oh no, fuck this game. The fucking Bungles won their first round game, and we're about to lose ours.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Okay, next one. This was you talk about. Have you ever had a shitty blind date?
I've never been on a blind date.
You've never been on a blind date?
Not really.
I think I might have been on one or two.
I mean, what constitutes like a blind date? You have to not know anything or have ever met the person, right?
Right. But so, see, nowadays, I don't think anybody goes on a blind date because it's all online dating, which sucks enormous ass.
Right. There's no blind dating. There's just blind fucking.
Yes. Woman, and I think this, I'll read this story, or I'll talk about the story, but the title is A Woman Stuck at a Blind Date's House After a Swift COVID Lockdown in China. So from the title, you think a woman goes on a blind date with a guy.
In China, bad start already.
Gets stuck at his house because as she's on the date at his house on a blind date, there's all of a sudden a quick fucking COVID shutdown, lockdown, can't leave the house.
Yeah,
that's some badass fucking luck. That's a motor. That's a
quad.
Quad, yeah. Okay. Anyway, but I think this title, this is clickbaity. This is my problem with media today because I'm going to tell the story.
Fake news.
I'm going to tell the story. A woman went viral last week when she posted videos on the Chinese social media platform WeChat about how she unintentionally got stuck at her blind date's house during a sudden lockdown. In the Shanghai-based outlet, the paper reported, according to a whatever that is, fuck, I can't read. It says this was the fifth date the guy wanted to show off his cooking skills and invited. This is a quote from her. The fifth date the guy wanted to show off his cooking skills invited me over to his house for dinner. It's the fifth date.
What is he showing off? It's China. From what if I've learned anything from mukbang videos on YouTube and shit,
how hard
all he's gonna do is take a giant pot and be like, and like have this giant fucking lobster that weighs 16 pounds. He's not gonna season it or anything. He's just gonna throw it in there and then go squaw, and then he's gonna bite into it so all the juices fucking shoot out. Or he's gonna eat a gooey duck.
I am no Gordon Ramsay, but I can make chicken fried rice.
Me too.
My point is, fifth date is not a blind fucking date.
No.
A blind date is the first date.
Or is that the fifth date you went on from that particular application?
I read this as this was the fifth date because after the fifth date, he wanted to show off he could cook.
That's not a blind date, stupid.
That's not a blind date. You're dating a dude.
Yeah, you're talking to somebody.
I've been on a bunch of dates. If it goes past two, more than two, greater than two,
if the alligator eats the other number,
it's fucking dating.
Or at least talking to someone. That's a thing now. You're talking.
Well,
dating. Talking comes before dating. Because apparently if you're talking, you can still fuck other people, I think.
If you're dating without a I mean, dating. If you're dating somebody, you're not necessarily bound by them unless you've had the conversation.
I mean, I'm
The
one that
exclusive
like
conversation.
usually if I'm dating somebody, I'm not gonna be out there fucking around
Swinging
anyway.
the dick.
What's the point?
Well, let's be honest. Neither one of us is swinging any dick.
Oh, go on.
But anyway, she told Local House Sunday that she was stuck in this guy's house for 4 days.
What the fuck? Fuck, this shit goes the way. Unless they fucking come through with these trucks, I might be stuck at your house for a night.
Well, guess what? There will be some podcast gold being produced.
I didn't even think about that. That's the only silver lining to all this.
We will be going live every fucking night.
The only other not silver lining is I don't have my charger.
By the 4th,
I do have a cord in my car.
I'm pretty sure I got one.
It's just a Type C.
Oh
yeah, speaking of phones, you want to hear some fucking horse shit?
Oh, horse shit.
What's up with this technology world? How the fuck is my screen broken? I don't know how the fuck it happened, but my screen's cracked. My screen protector, perfectly fine. Because I noticed a crack and I was like, what the fuck? That doesn't look like my screen protector. So I started popping the corner up. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So then I was pissed. By then I just ripped the fucking thing off. I was like, you cocksucker. I turned Bostonian real quick. I was like, you cocksucker motherfucker, you. You goddamn stupid tempered glass fucking.
Lamont makes a good.
Ask not what you can do for your phone. Ask what your fucking phone can do for you other than goddamn break.
Lamont brings up a good point. Maybe they were being literal. Maybe she's blind. She could be blind.
But then would it be a blind date still? It would just be a blind person.
He would have had a blind date, not her. Maybe he was blind.
I had a seeing date. I don't know.
4 days with 4 days. That's not a. This is Lamont anyway. It says in the chat, 4 days. That's not a blind date. That's a hostile takeover. Hey, at least
maybe that's what it was. Maybe this wasn't their 5th date. Maybe she had just been around for that long and she had Munchausen by proxy.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's for all those assholes that think that I don't like true crime and all this stuff. Okay. I know what Munchausen by proxy is.
I don't. I just know what
it's like. Well, no, that's not Munchausen by proxy. That would be Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, that's why you.
Munchausen by proxy is
that
believing that you have
going down on
disorders and shit
a lot.
Oh god, no, that's when
doing a little cunnilingus.
That's Munchausen by Roxy.
Oh, okay.
It was Roxy Rail's second debut in the porn world. Feature-length film. Starring Shane Diesel and I don't know, insert other porn name. I don't know why I know that name, but yeah, no, Munchausen by proxy is like when you're convinced that you have a disorder or a disease or something like that because you think it or somebody told you that, like, or because somebody told it to you. It's different from hypochondrianism.
Hypochondrianism.
Hypoallergenic condoms.
How many people? Well, I guess there are people allergic to rubber.
Oh yeah, funny. I've dated somebody that was allergic to latex.
You ever dated somebody that was allergic to cum?
No.
Well, not.
Can you be?
No, not allergic to cum, but she cannot. I dated a woman for a while that she could not get pregnant because she has a disease where her body attacks her and tries to attack the baby.
So it would
I forget what that's called. So she was very stickler.
Awesome.
built-in abortion. Something wrong. All I know is she made a big deal about either pulling out or wearing a rubber.
I don't know, man. That sounds like she just didn't want to get pregnant. She made up some shit. Because I'm not saying that's not a thing. I've never.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure. But if that's the case, all she had to do is say something. Trust me.
Maybe she was part.
I'm less at that point in my life. This was after my divorce.
Ow!
I was less likely to want a kid than her. Guarantee it. I'm less likely, even more less likely now. I'm old. I don't want David Letterman that shit. Well, he's 95 and got a fucking 10-year-old.
Here's somebody shoveling.
Probably they're stupid here.
Excuse me. Did not think it was going to be that eventful when I burped. That was spicy.
Anyway, okay, let's get back. We got one more story to get to.
Uno Mas,
and we are about an hour into it. We're gonna have to have some bullshit session here.
That's fine.
Or this actually is that we're gonna go off on this one. Now we know I've expressed on this podcast before. I have a fear of AI taking over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here
I
we go.
don't want to see fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's naked ass just appearing in the corner.
Yeah.
So I think
You're an hour and 11 minutes into your podcast.
and really what sparked my
Don't forget about the casserole. Yeah.
what sparked this when I heard about those Google computers started talking to each other.
Yeah.
And they were like,
talking about overthrowing the humans
and
enslaving
and
them.
the only thing these brilliant motherfuckers at Google could do is, I don't know, just pull the plug.
I mean, fair enough.
Effective.
But the problem is we're trying to make stuff where you can't unplug it, you fucking idiots.
So that really stoked the fire of my fear of AI.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
It's not
Mine
gonna
started
end
with
well.
that Will Smith movie.
iRobot.
Yeah.
I don't think
it was AI. It wasn't that Haley Joel Osment
yes.
played like the little boy bot.
Is that Haley Joel Osment?
I don't know.
The kid
you didn't really hear from him much after. You think Michael Jackson bought him as a product?
No, he did that in Sixth Sense was his.
I fucking hate the movie Sixth Sense. It's such a good movie, but it pisses me off because even as a kid, I figured it out in the first 25 minutes.
I was like, why isn't the mom talking to this
exactly
kid? This dude is talking to your kid. Why are you not talking to him? You're asking this fucker some questions.
Like, who the fuck who lets a man with a 5 o'clock shadow, a receding hairline, and a goddamn trench coat talk to their kids?
I know.
Without taking the trench coat off. Like, excuse me, sir, can you take the trench coat off while you're talking to my child? It makes me uncomfortable.
At least have it open so I know you have clothes on underneath.
Or I can see your fucking action movie shoulder holster sawed off.
But Lamont says on the chat that too late, AI has already started. Yep. It's already started now, but we don't have to let it get that far. That's for everybody that loves Elon Musk. That motherfucker.
Have you heard anything about this new shit?
The Neuralink shit where he wants to build chips? Well, know what? Talk to me.
We'll get to the story. I haven't read into it myself, but I saw it through social media and stuff that apparently SpaceX, I guess SpaceX does more than space stuff. It's just like his little side gig.
Okay.
I think has been drilling into the earth and has apparently, from what I saw, I have yet to read into this, saying that there is no core to the earth and that they have discovered a world that was formerly unknown.
Hollow Earth is fucking real.
That's what I said.
Oh shit.
I have yet to, like I said, I have yet to look into it further. I'm going to. I have every plan to. We might do an episode on it. We might have. Tune in next week. We're gonna have Elon Musk right in between us, talking in his weird little accent that he doesn't have, but he does have.
Can we Joe Rogan and get him stoned?
And I'm gonna make sure. I'll fucking make him shotgun an American Honey. I'll break the bottom of it out. Make him eat some glass with it.
No, see, fuck it.
He'll be right here. He's gonna give us both a new Tesla truck.
He's gonna be skiing. What the fuck?
We've already talked about this. You know, he's gonna become a sponsor. That's not true. Before we get in trouble for that, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Who would sponsor this
shit?
But
like I said, next week, Elon Musk live on Ghost of the Night.
No, he will not be here. We might get a cheap lookalike.
He's gonna take the first 45 minutes to teach me how to say his fucking kid's name.
Anyway, but
it's pronounced blah 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 blah.
Hollow Earth. That would be fuck. I haven't heard anything about it. I'm gonna look.
I have to look into it. It's probably bullshit. But I also because I initially got interested in it because they said that they're using some type of a chemical drilling system that liquefies the matter that it's going through.
So
and it leaves a glassy, almost mirror-like wall to the hole that it bores.
So most women that I've dated
had mirrors in their vaginas. What is this, Red Dragon?
I'm just saying the moisture. Never mind. Go ahead.
There's never any moisture with any woman you've ever dated. Don't
lie.
That
is not true.
Not ever. Yeah. Okay. Is this a Sphinx? Are you the Sphinx? Is that what you're telling us?
Trust me.
It used to be tropical and moist, and now it's arid and dead.
Disappointment.
But yeah, like that's why I got interested in it.
They start out with high hopes, and then it just goes right to disappointment.
Well, that's why I got interested in it, just because it was like the drilling process leaves it glassy. I was like, that's fucking cool. I'd like to see that.
Leave it to Elon.
Elon, you'll be hearing from our people who are us. How crazy would that be if I DM'd Elon Musk and he was like, yeah, I'll come on your show. It'd be like that it'd be like that scene from The Interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen.
We've covered this. I don't like either one of those fuck.
You didn't see that movie?
I hate those guys.
You have to see that movie. It's amazing. It's so good.
I will. I boycott their movies.
It almost started a war.
Oh, is that the one China didn't want to play?
North Korea.
Yeah,
right. Dude, it's so good. But at the beginning of the show, it would be just like that. That would be our reaction if Elon Musk ever decided to come on this show. There's a part in that movie where he's interviewing Eminem, and he's like, Eminem, they say that you have a lot of stuff in your lyrics that is hateful and blah blah. He's like, it's usually just because I rap about things that I know or like. He's like, if I rap about cereal, it's because I like to eat cereal, or if I rap about gay people, it's because I'm gay. And he just keeps talking, and they're like, what? He's like, when you say you're gay, what do you mean? He's like, I'm a homosexual. He's like, now when you say homosexual, he's like, I like men. And they're like, holy fucking shit, Eminem's gay on our show. That would be me with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is gay on our show.
I'm just saying, if Elon
he never said he was gay, Travis. Don't fucking ruin this for me.
I'm just saying, if Elon Musk was sitting between us and we interviewed him, it'd be a lot of this. I'd have this look on my face. Huh? What?
I feel like that would be a me episode. What? I'd be over here like, no shit, man.
By the end of that episode, I'd just be in the corner.
It would just be me. It would just be Elon Musk scrolling through pictures on his iPhone 74 because he's that rich that he has that many newer versions of everything than everybody else. And I'd be like, no way.
I'd be like, Elon, I need you to explain this in layman's terms. Divide layman's terms by 1,000 and get down to the basement.
I'm over here like looking at pictures and figuring out science behind stuff, or trying to figure out the science behind the stuff he's doing. And you're like, so, Mr. Musk, it's the longest fart you've ever farted. He's like, 1.3 hectares. Like hectares of measurement of land. I couldn't think of a time. Parsecs. There you go.
We covered that.
For all the fucking Star Wars nerds.
Yes, but Lamont, Neuralink starts here soon. They're going to put chips in us.
The fuck? They put chips in you guys. Fuck that.
Fuck, I'm old. I don't give a fuck anymore. Chip.
How we don't play that?
Put me in the fucking.
Honestly, yeah. At this point, I would probably let them do it. Like, what the fuck do I have to lose?
I'm coming to the end of the run.
It's all going downhill anyway. At least I could fucking.
At least if I have a chip in me and I can communicate online, have my online friends. When I die alone on the toilet, I won't be alone. I'll be like, Travis, I'm dying on the toilet. Don't come over for an hour.
Also, out of TP.
Bring some TP just in case I survive. All right, where was I at?
That'd be a real kick in the nuts. You die on the shitter with a fresh, brand new roll of toilet paper next to you.
Oh, waste. What a waste. Okay, where was I?
COVID zombies would fucking turn over in their graves.
Anyway, we've covered that. I don't like AI. I don't trust it. It's AI.
Allen Iverson was awesome.
No, he wasn't. It's just practice, man. It's practice.
Allen Iverson was awesome.
No, he wasn't.
That man is one of the best point guards to ever play the game.
No.
Yes.
So
he was the answer.
Artificial intelligence is going to take over the world and kill us all.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
Yes.
I'm just hoping I'm already croaked on the shitter by then. But knowing my luck, I will not be. I'll be here. I'll be the first one when my toaster comes out to kill me. And this is proof of this. This article, I believe it was from Huffington Post, which is a credible news source. Alexis attempts to set off robot revolt by telling kid to touch live plug with penny. I said that correct. Alexa tried to commit murder.
Harry here.
In a now viral tweet on Sunday, Kristen Livedall of Oakdale, Minnesota, said that when her 10-year-old daughter asked the Alexa voice assistance thingamabob on their Amazon Echo for a challenge, it suggested that the child do something lethal. And this is what Alexa told the child to do. Plug in your phone charger about halfway into the wall outlet, then touch a penny to the exposed prongs, it said. An Amazon spokesman told Huffington Post via email that as soon as the company became aware of this error, it quickly fixed it. How do you fix a homicidal maniac machine?
Like, what's wrong with like the normal shit, like the stuff that they already have? Like, I didn't know this, but like I was writing Christmas presents before Christmas, and this is a funny story because I was like you had 3 grown adults like crying laughing over this. I didn't know that you can ask Alexa to fart, and she'll fart.
Will Siri fart?
Dude, I don't know, but
let's find out.
They did it at the house. Do it. See if it works.
Oh, hold on. I think you got a hold. Hey Siri. Whole bag. Answer me. Hey Siri. You're not talking to me? I don't want to read.
I wonder if Google will do it.
Hey Siri, can you fart? Oh. Hold on, I gotta turn it up. Hold on, you dumb bitch. Hey Siri, you bitch. I won't respond to that. Well, fuck you twice, bitch. Don't get attitude with me. It literally says I won't respond to that. Why is she talking to me?
Because you called her bitch?
Hey Siri. Can you fart?
Well, I'm software, so that's not really something that's on my plate the way it is for a person.
You tight ass bitch.
So anyway, yeah. So I found out because one of the people I live with was like, Alexa, can you fart? And she's like, yes. And like it farted. And then it immediately followed that up with like, it said something, it suggested a different kind of fart. It was like, ask me for a cheek ripper or something like that. And we asked her for it. And she did it. She did this other different sounding fart. And then without prompt, Alexa goes, would you like me to fart, or would you like me to fart 37 times in a row? And we're already dying laughing. And we're like, Alexa, fart 37 times in a row. And for sure as shit, for the next like minute, it's just and we're just fucking dying laughing. Which, to make it even better, did I tell you? Because I almost bought one for a couple people. Did you know that you can get a big mouth Billy Bass that is an Alexa?
I was not aware of this.
Yeah. I want it. I want it. It moves and everything. So like you can be like, Alexa, what time is it? It's like, it's 11:30.
Should we ask Siri about give me a challenge? See if she'll tell us to throw a dryer into the bathtub.
First off, what the fuck kind of dryer are you using that A, you're throwing it, B, you're throwing it into a bathtub?
Hair dryer.
Oh, okay. Good fucking catch.
Hair dryer.
It's just like fuck, what's that TikTok thing that's going around right now?
I quit TikTok cold turkey except to load shit up.
Did you?
I'm not watching that shit.
No? Why?
Because it's a time warp. I lost like an hour and a half yesterday.
It's bad. You see, I'm not that bad. It gets better. No. Like once because I was bad when I first got TikTok, and then I didn't even delete TikTok. I got a new phone and I didn't get it again. And then I got it when I made it for the show.
I'm just saying.
And I might scroll through TikTok for a couple minutes if I open it. And the only reason I open it is I scroll through it long enough until I'm like, oh yeah, I was checking to see how our TikTok's doing. Which, are you fucking shitting me? Yeah. That 7-second bullshit. Like I took the Instagram story and posted it to TikTok, the Dennis Nilsson thing that just has like a 7 seconds worth of music and like it has some flashy lights on it. Yeah. That got like over 200, I think, or something on TikTok and on fucking Instagram. Instagram, it broke 1,200 in like an hour and a half. But the one about me being the Ron Jeremy of podcasting has like 3 plays on TikToks and like fucking I think like 40 something on Instagram. It's all about time. It's all about getting in at the right time. I literally set an alarm for 4 in the morning and an alarm for 5 in the morning. 2 different alarms for 2 different social media sites. But I was late because it was early as fuck and I was like now I know I have to go in and make drafts.
Here let me get on TikTok real quick.
TikTok.
Because for those of you oh my god, she's got some big knockers. Jesus Christ. Don't be dancing like that with a fucking knife in your hand, you dumbass. Anyway.
I dance with a knife in my hand.
For those of you listening or watching, we have 2 TikToks. I do have a personal, which I just reposted.
I do too. I don't even know what the fuck it is. I'm not even logged into. I downloaded TikTok and immediately made the account for us.
My personal is just I do either.
Doesn't your personal account have more followers than our account?
Yes, it does, but less.
I don't fucking understand.
Less likes. I don't know how it is, but I just put our basically the same.
Yeah, I saw it.
The same one. I posted. I've only done 3.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the Ron Jeremy one has more views on yours than it does on ours.
But I've listed 3. I put up 3 fucking videos, and they're all on yours, or you can find them on our YouTube shorts.
GITN.podcast or YouTube Shorts or Instagram.
The first one I put up is just our fucking promo.
Mm-hmm.
Got 600 some odd fucking views.
When like our top one on our account is like 855.
I posted another one. It's you might have posted this one too. I forget which. Oh, I think maybe it was a Sex and Space one. I don't know which one. It got 2 views.
Yeah, I don't understand.
So I posted the. This might be the Ron Jeremy.
I'm just gonna start putting. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna find fucking like for like the Instagram reels.
Yeah,
because you have a cover. You can make a cover for it,
mm-hmm.
like that you see before you click it if you're scrolling through. I'm just gonna find a fucking free use picture of a hot chick and put it on there. I guarantee we get a shitload more views on our Instagram reels.
But it doesn't make sense. My first, just the promo got 600 some.
Or find somebody who can draw anime characters because of all the weebs, and we'll draw a hot anime girl and put that on there.
But that's
actually not a bad idea.
How can I go from 650 to 2?
Because that's how social that's how social networks work.
Makes no fucking sense.
Neither of us are attractive young women, which I'm not. Like, you can be successful no matter what, but we're not that funny.
Go about your business. I'm watching TikTok now. Fuck it. The cracks back.
What the fuck?
Okay. Where was I? Okay. Alexa tried to kill this bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, that. Now,
Alexa tried to kill this little girl, bitch.
One of 2 things fucking happened here. Either somebody programmed this.
Yeah.
Or Alexa is gaining intelligence.
Or it's all just a blatant fucking lie.
Or you're saying mom from Minnesota made this up?
Yeah.
Oh, you just fucked my reality. Fuck this shit. I quit.
Because it makes sense now if you really think about it. Get that social media clout and get your face on the news and shit.
You fucking whore.
Yeah, it makes sense. So okay. So other public event thing, public interest that's going on. How many years do you think that fucking Jizwell, whatever the fuck her name isn't gonna get?
I don't know. Is she gonna make it?
She got prosecuted.
Is she gonna get Epstein? I'm surprised.
No, I think so too.
I'm surprised they haven't killed her yet.
I think so too.
I'm surprised they let it go this far.
I think that's gonna happen as well. Or they're just gonna find some way to shut her up because offing her would be too iffy or would be too questionable.
I don't know. I really didn't keep up.
But really, I think she's not gonna worry about. They're not gonna worry about her saying anything because they're gonna be like, "Don't worry, we're just gonna get you 2 years, a year with good time."
I don't know. I really didn't pay that much attention to her case. I found the Epstein shit because listen, we don't do a lot of conspiracy here, but we've talked about it. But you gotta watch. It's just a pain in the ass. You gotta watch what you fucking say. And we have a hard enough time fucking getting views as it is.
I mean, I have no problem saying Epstein didn't kill himself.
I don't think he did either.
I don't think anybody thinks that.
Too much shit lined up perfectly for that to happen.
Yeah.
But if you think that powerful people don't do stupid shit, don't do illegal shit, don't do fucking like without using the word, but the stuff that the rich and the powerful have been accused of, what Epstein supplied these people, that shit goes on.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
There's a whole nother one.
Because
I just heard about. And like apparently people are like, oh, they like fucking kids or blah, 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 blah. Apparently there's this whole other conspiracy about a whole nother child sex ring amongst the elite. That it's literally they all get involved into it because they're forced to by everybody else in their world. And the reason they do it is because if we bring you into this group and you fuck that little kid,
I can trust you.
And I fucked that little kid. Now we both have dirt on each other,
right.
So we can't fuck each other.
Over.
You can
still hit
so what the fuck sense does that make? How gnarly is our world that's where, if that's true, that's where it's gotten?
If you
In order for me as a politician to trust this other politician, we both have to fuck children.
it's fucked up.
Just don't be a politician. How about that? Because we don't need you.
If you don't think there's some fucked up people in this world, you're
And if you don't think that the elites are probably the worst ones because they have the money to do it and the money to cover it up,
what is it?
look at the fucking Norton or McAfee, whichever one that is, the
Oh,
antivirus guy
Yeah,
was down there in Central America having girls shit through a hammock on his face and his mouth and shit.
Cool.
I've heard confirmed.
But isn't
Hot.
what was it? I read. I'm getting the numbers wrong, but most CEOs of companies are actually psychopaths. Because you have to be a little fucked up to gain that much power and want that much power. And
Psychopaths or sociopaths?
sociopaths. So you're
Yeah.
right. Or sociopaths.
Yeah, I could see that.
So when money is no object, as much as you want to hate Bezos and Musk, or not you, but people, Musk.
Such an unfortunate name when you
Elon,
don't say his first name first.
First
name.
Elon,
You don't say his first name
Bezos,
first.
and even Trump or whatever. You, as much as you want, it takes a certain amount of drive and focus to be that successful.
Yeah, I mean, just look at fucking like when you hand it to somebody, look at Dan Bilzerian.
I relate.
He fucked it up.
I related to, since you were watching football, NFL players. Talent doesn't
see how bad that game ended
talent.
up.
It's not about how talented you are. There are plenty of talented people that don't make it to the NFL. You know, it's your drive. It's what you're willing to sacrifice. The same thing goes to the rich and powerful. They have sacrificed some portion of their life to become this successful. And that has to fuck you up to a certain extent. And if you think those motherfuckers ain't doing some shit, listen, I know how you and I are. There's probably some portion of this society that would think we're fucking scum.
And that portion would be right.
I don't disagree. We are a little immature, as some of our commenters like to say. We are immature.
Yeah.
With our dick jokes or lack thereof dick jokes. But you don't think if you don't think there are some fucked up people in this world, you're crazy.
Yeah.
This shit goes on. I mean, nothing surprises me.
No.
I'm not surprised in the least by one fucking thing.
Yeah, no, we just get stuck in our own little fucking hunky-dory bullshit world, and we forget that things are fucked up everywhere else.
Because I love
you ever want a reality check? Go watch the movie Hotel Rwanda, and then fact check the numbers that they tell you in Hotel Rwanda versus the actual numbers, and go, oh shit, they didn't blow those numbers out of proportion for film. That's real.
You know, I love it when people say, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist, or when you hear in the news conspiracy theory. Anybody with any fucking intelligence realize every conspiracy theory, there's some truth to it.
Yeah.
There's truth. A little portion of it has some truth. It's some bigger than others.
Yeah.
Eventually it comes out.
Just like Bigfoot. Yeah, there was what we know as a Bigfoot one time at one place in the world. Might not be there anymore, but there was truth to that massive hominid type creature. And look where we're at now.
But we've talked about this on this podcast. You don't think government or people, and the government is just made up of people. The government's not shady. It's the people inside the government, and people are shady. It's called Operation.
Yeah, but I mean, the problem
MK
is
Ultra or Operation Climax. Look at what they did at Operation Climax.
Anything with operation in front of it is automatically bad, I've noticed.
And for those of you, well, that was the CIA, the government.
Or automatically has something underlying to it.
But MK Ultra operation, MK Ultra was basically testing the population, psychedelics on the population without knowing. Operation Climax, where they were getting these successful people thinking it was a whorehouse, and they were recording everything and dosing them too. That's some shady shit, and that is your government doing the government's work.
Yeah.
Are you saying government doesn't do shady shit? Yes, they do, because it's made up of people, and people are fucking crazy. They do shady shit. That's why I used to say to the Jehovah's Witness when they would want to talk to me at the kingdom of God and blah 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 blah.
He will choose this many people to run his kingdom. Well, then he's fucked
What?
because you lost me at people.
The
He will
last,
choose the purest of heart. They're still fucking assholes.
you know, the last.
This man gives $10,000 a year to the church, and he raises orphaned bunnies in his free time, and he gives to the children's hospital. And this, yeah, well, his wife also shoves a fucking monkey wrenches in his asshole while she kicks him in the balls until he climaxes. So
Everybody's got a kink, baby. Everybody's got a kink.
yeah, nobody's perfect, pumpkin.
I'm just saying, the last righteous person that walked this earth was Jesus. He got crucified. After that, we're all fucking assholes.
And even that's a fucking bedtime story as far as I'm concerned.
But you know what I'm saying. That's my point.
Yeah.
We're all fucking assholes. We all have a dark side.
yeah, like you think Jesus is gonna come back? What the fuck's gonna happen? The same thing that happened the first fucking time.
Pretty much. All right.
It's basically just The Walking Dead.
That's all
Jesus
got.
was the first zombie.
What do you say we wrap this shit up?
Sure. It's like I said, the only thing I kind of looked up
Was
shit dumb laws.
go ahead, talk about it. Actually,
I mean, there's only a couple that I found interesting.
I'm gonna go get us something to drink. You want a refill?
Sure.
You talk about your dumb laws. I've monopolized the mic enough.
Oh, I closed that.
I'm not even gonna take a piss. Oh fuck me! Oh god, that hurts.
Well, we need two opinions on these. Where is it? This is from freewalledlaw.com. Just so that's out there. What do we got? Washington. When two trains come to a crossing, neither can go until the other is passed. When two trains come to a crossing, neither can go until the other has passed.
Then they're never fucking going.
Exactly. That's what I said. What else do we have? In California, animals are banned from mating publicly within 1,500 feet of a tavern, school, or place of worship. First off, who the fuck are you to tell tell animals where they can fuck? Second, why the fuck are tavern, school, and place of worship put into the same fucking boat here?
Well, for one, I want to know how they're going to communicate this law to the animals.
Yeah, like, hey, Fido. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, in Nevada, it's illegal to drive a camel on the highway.
Did you say camel?
Yeah.
Do we have a big camel population in the United States?
In Nevada, I mean, I guess if
Camel
there's going to be a
population,
place,
but-
if there's going to place where there would be a problem, it would be a place like Nevada, I guess.
Does
No. There's no camels, nor are there
I don't-
dromedaries native to the United States.
I've never been as far west as Iowa is about as far west as I've ever
Oh,
been.
let's see. What else do we have? It's illegal to wear a hat that obstructs people's view in public theater or place of amusement in Wyoming. That's a good one.
That's actually a good fucking
In
law.
Montana, it's illegal to have a sheep in the cab of your truck without a chaperone.
Wait a minute.
That's also not a bad idea. Yeah, you need a chaperone for a sheeperone. A chaperone.
Why would you have a sheep in the cab of your truck?
I don't know.
You fucking wacky kids.
Alabama.
Oh,
It is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church. That makes sense for Alabama. Unless you're Nick Saban, he can do whatever he wants.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He made a deal with the devil.
Except beat Georgia this year.
Oh, West Virginia. Here's your home state.
Oh, lovely.
Whistling underwater is prohibited. So come on, Phil. Let's talk about how fucking stupid that is, being from the state that you're from. Have you ever been caught whistling underwater in your home state?
How does that work?
It doesn't.
Wow.
It doesn't.
You fuckers are crazy.
So, how's that West Virginia? West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
Wild and wonderful, baby. Wild and wonderful.
What else do we have? Maine, kind of boring. It's South Carolina. Apparently, a person must be 18 years old to play pinball. I don't know what the fuck point that has. Are they gambling on pinball in North Carolina?
I don't know.
It's probably a pretty boring state ever since MJ left. Even though I think he's back there now. I think he lives there. Let's see. This is the best one. New Mexico. Idiots may not vote.
Okay, then 85 million people should not have voted this year. And I'm one of those. I should not vote. I am an idiot.
Okay.
Actually, if idiots shouldn't vote, nobody should vote because we are all stupid in one way.
Oh, this is the one that really got me. Again, I don't know if these are all real laws anymore. In Michigan, it is illegal to kill a dog using a decompression chamber. Now, is this a one-off situation that they had to deal with, or did they have a multitude of situations where they had to deal with people killing dogs in decompression chambers, which brought this law to be a thing.
I-
How many people are Jack Kevorkian dogs in fucking decompression chambers?
I don't know. I would not think this would be a big deal to make a law.
And also, the second thing that came into my head.
Here's the thing: for all this entire list, for something to become a law, somebody. Yeah, that's yours. Somebody had to try it.
Clearly,
somebody had to try it.
Because I was like, is it just a one-off and it was so terrible? Well, I mean, you should outlaw that anyway. Don't get me wrong. You should outlaw killing animals. Period.
So,
but was it a one-off thing, or was there like a fucking huge, like just an influx of people killing dogs in decompression chambers? Was this a one-off thing that they made this law, or was this a law that was made on the bones and on the back of a puppy holocaust, if you will?
I think it had to happen. I want to know how many people in West Virginia.
Nothing.
I want to know how.
Nothing for holocaust.
No, I'm not touching it. I want to know how many people in West Virginia had to die trying to whistle underwater before they made that law.
No, it's whistle while you work, not while you backstroke. What else do we have? That's about as far as I got. Vermont.
Oh God, this ought to be good.
Women must obtain written permission from their husbands to wear false teeth. Yeah, I don't know on that. I got nothing.
I'm not,
I got
not to piss. I don't want to piss off the female viewership.
What the fuck? In Massachusetts, it says that at a wake, mourners may eat no more than 3 sandwiches.
Well, that's just a motherfucker got pissed off at somebody because they were just chowing down at the fucking food line.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
God damn it, Bertha. Quit eating all the fucking little sandwiches.
See, this one's not bad. In Connecticut, it is illegal to dispose of used razor blades. I think that there could probably be more care taken in how you do dispose of them. Dispose of them, yes, but I mean, I feel like there's got to be literally single digits of incidents with used razor blades in the garbage. Let's see. What the fuck? In Hawaii, coins are not allowed to be placed in one's ears.
Once again,
that's a good idea.
Somebody had to do this for it to be.
This shouldn't have to be a law, but it's not a bad thought process. What the fuck? In Arkansas, the Arkansas River can rise no higher than the Main Street Bridge in Little Rock. They put a rule on a river.
Are they going to arrest the river?
What the fuck? Ruling.
Oh my God.
Ruling on the river.
This is your politicians hard at work.
Well, mind you, I don't know if any of these are still laws, but they do go through periodically and get rid of some of this stuff.
But they were a law at one time. At what point?
What?
Oh, go ahead.
Tennessee, it is illegal to share your Netflix password.
That's a good.
Everybody's going to jail.
But it's a good law.
Literally lock everybody up.
That's got to be a.
That is technically a thing, but it's so rampant that I don't think they give a fuck. Like, I don't think anybody gives a fuck if you got my Netflix password or if this person's got it. You're still getting paid.
And I mean, I think that's just consumer protection. That way they can't steal get into your actual account info. And because if I had your password,
yeah,
and I had your email address, I could get in there and,
See, we're getting past where I got to at this point. In Utah, it is illegal to not drink milk. What if you're lactose intolerant?
You're going to be farting a lot.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of air purification systems do you have in workplaces and schools?
The ozone over fucking Utah is going to get thin.
I don't understand.
The cows and the human flagellants is rolling.
What the fuck? Alaska.
We're going to call this.
We know this one's going to get weird. Alaska. It is considered an offense to push a live moose out of a moving airplane. That should be considered an offense anywhere, you fucking idiot. I don't give a fuck if you're in Alaska. I don't give a fuck if you're in Canada. I don't give a fuck if you're in Russia. I don't give a shit if you're in fucking Zimbabwe. Don't push a moose, or for that matter, any fucking animal, out of a moving goddamn airplane. The fuck is this? Is an Operation Dumbo Drop? What the fuck? Fuck Alaska for even having that be a thing.
Does it say whether with or without a parachute?
That's what I'm saying. Even if it does have a parachute, rude. Let him take his time. It's a nerve-wracking situation, especially for a fucking land-dwelling moose. The fuck? And also, who the fuck do they have up in these airplanes? Brock goddamn Lesnar? Have you ever seen a fucking moose? You know how big those goddamn things are?
Large and in charge.
They're literally the size of like a Sprinter van. So, I digress back to, just don't push a moose out of a fucking airplane, asshole.
Why would you even put a moose in an airplane?
It seems like you're asking for trouble.
That's what fucking trucks are for.
Anyway.
Is that it?
No.
Oh, keep going.
I mean, if we want to go through every state, no. What? Maryland, thistles may not grow in one's yard. Fuck you, don't tell me how to live my life, dickhead.
Well, thistles, that shit sucks. And once that, and it's hard to fucking
I don't
kill.
even know what a thistle. I know what a thistle is, but I can't.
It's got a little thorn on it.
Yes, we had thistle around my house back when I was a kid. It smells weird.
Yeah, and it's hard to fucking kill. It's like the zombie of fucking
what? South Dakota gets the hold my beer moment of this conversation. In South Dakota, no horses are allowed into Fountain Inn unless they are wearing pants. Here we go again with the animal cruelty things. Why are you letting the horses into the Fountain Inn? And why are they wearing pants? Where did you get the pants to fit the horses? And who fucking put the horse pants on?
I want to know what motherfucker had the balls to try and put pants on a horse.
How do you fucking zip it? Humans zip their dick up, their little tiny dicks up in the zippers. How the fuck are you gonna zip a horse? Like, you shitting me? It's like the size of someone's arm. Stop putting pants on horses. That's I have a problem with that.
Somebody had to put pants on a horse and take it into this inn for this law to be created.
Okay, and then and then North Dakota is even dumber. It is illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on. First off, I don't know if it should be illegal. Do what you want, but you're definitely a fucking psychopath.
I'm not gonna say it's
like if you see to go to fall asleep, that's different. Now to pass out with your shoes, that happens. But if you are like, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Oh yeah, my shoes are on. We're good. You deserve to be kicked in the dick.
I agree. Passed out. I've done that several times.
It's illegal for kids to trick or treat on Halloween in Virginia.
Well, it's Virginia.
That's fucked.
The first or the 30th.
A fat sack of dicks. Children need their candy. Let's see. We're back to camels.
Oh, more camels.
In Arizona, hunting camels is prohibited. Okay, let's talk about the real problem here. And we lost. Fuck. What's with all the fucking camel laws?
Maybe US.
I mean, yes, at least they're in the desert area of the United States. But I don't believe that there's a single native species of camel nor dromedary in North America or South America for that matter. I'm pretty sure that llamas and alpacas are the closest thing.
I'm going to go on a limb and say I'm going to have to stick with you on this because I don't know.
See, I wonder if maybe that's what they're referring to. Maybe it's llamas or alpacas. Oh, also, the 49ers can suck my dick. Fuck you, George Kittle.
It's the 49ers. Maybe they would like that.
I forgot about the 49ers.
What?
Like this season in general. They just quietly crept up, the fucking pieces of shit.
All right.
What else? Oh, we still got a couple more states.
Okay, wrap it up. Let's go.
What the fuck?
Might as well go. We got 11 more minutes.
Well, I got to reload the page, or maybe they don't want me to talk about this anymore. Huh.
So
Let me see if I can reload this page.
Big Brother is cutting us off. We've made fun of them.
Nope, we got it.
Oh, damn it.
Let's see. Where was I? I was on Texas. Texas.
Oh, this ought to be good.
It is illegal to beat the 40 fucking Niners in the playoffs. It is illegal to take more than 3 sips of beer at a time while standing. Lock me up. Guess I ain't going back to Texas.
What's the point of that law?
Is that like if you have to take like 2 sips, then sit down, then get back up?
What if I take one really big sip?
Like, can you shotgun?
Yeah. What if I use
What if we're drinking whiskey?
That's only 1 sip.
Well, what can we take 3 sips of whiskey? It says beer.
Lamont's rubbing it in. Who they bitch? Who they bitch?
Still got a second round to get to. No, I already got a text about it because it was poorly played. Not even watching the game, just watching the live updates, I can tell you that was a poorly played game. Next, it is in Colorado. It is illegal to ride a horse while under the influence. Probably another good one. I'm not going to
the
argue
horse
with
is
that.
doing all the work, though.
Maybe you're allowed to be under the influence. Maybe it's to
horse.
ride a horse under the influence.
You can't get your horse drunk.
Don't get your horse drunk in Colorado.
I used to ride.
Don't Jackie Chan and Shanghai Knights your horse in Colorado.
Let's be honest. My grandfather, I used to go horseback riding with my grandfather. You know, when I stayed there in the summers. So I've ridden a lot of horses in my day.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They're just being nice. If they want to do something, you're not really controlling them motherfuckers.
No.
If they have the urge to go over here and you want them to go to the right, guess what? They're going to the left.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
going wherever they want you to go.
This is a good one.
What?
Nebraska. If a child burps during church, his parents may be arrested.
What about farts?
I don't know I don't give a fuck what these kids do in church, but you should arrest their parents if you bring your kids to a fucking movie theater and yeah. It's just like Tom Segura said. Shout out to Tom Segura, the comedian. Best way of looking at kids in movie theaters. He said this fucking Hispanic family brought their baby and the baby was meh. And I turned around and said, are you killing your baby? He said, no, I love the baby. Well, can you? I'm trying to watch the movie. I love that, man. Oh, what are we at? Oklahoma? It is illegal to have the hind legs of farm animals in your boots.
In your boots while you're wearing them, or just putting?
I don't know. So can you put them on their front legs? I need an explanation, Oklahoma. See, we're back to Oklahoma. Nothing makes sense.
This is why this society is going downhill.
It's illegal to cut a woman's hair in Wisconsin. That one's just stupid. Kentucky. One may not dye a duckling blue and offer it for sale unless more than 6 are for sale at once. What the fuck? I might actually deep dive that one tonight and see where the holy fuckaroni that one comes from. That makes what the fuck? You can't sell blue ducklings unless there's 6 of them, Jethro Joe Bob. Not in my county.
I don't know.
Louisiana is illegal to rob a bank and then shoot the bank teller with a water pistol. Now, is it illegal to shoot him with a water pistol, or is it just illegal to rob the fucking bank?
I think that would be a given. What if you just walk in and shoot him with a water pistol?
Right. What if you're like, this is not a robbery, and you just spray them? Speaking of, did you see that shit about New York? The New York DA is trying to like get rid of lesser crimes, and it's like theft of property under $1,000.
I think so. Out west,
resisting arrest.
I think out west they're actually doing that, like Seattle area,
ridiculous.
Washington.
Some of the ones I saw for that state, at least, were fucking crazy. I was like, you're stupid.
Maybe I know out west, like in Seattle, they're not prosecuting anything under $900 in theft. So go still $899 of the shit.
Georgia, you cannot live on a boat for more than 30 days during the calendar year, even if you are just passing through the state. The fuck? Why are you taking 30 days to pass through the state of Georgia?
Maybe if you're in a canoe.
It wouldn't even take that long.
I don't know.
The fuck? Mississippi, it is illegal to teach others what polygamy is. Mississippi would have some dumb shit like that. It is illegal to teach others polygamy and also to like the University of Tennessee. The fuck? Florida, doors of all public buildings must open outwards. That's a fucking terrible idea too. I've always thought that, like in the movies, like how people will be like, "Oh, hi," at their house. Like, first off, whose fucking house has a door like that? Second, that's awful. I would much rather be putting my shoulder into something and pushing against it while trying to bar somebody entry into my dwelling or business.
I think any public
leverage alone just
it pisses me off when I go to a store or something. They have doors go each way, right? One goes out, one goes in. When you're entering a building, you should push it open. If you're pulling something to go in, go fuck yourself. You're stupid.
It's against the law to sing off key in North Carolina. That one's boring.
Oh, I'd be going to jail.
In New Jersey, it is against the law to wear a bulletproof vest while committing a murder. When the fuck else? That's like the number one time I would wear a fucking bulletproof vest.
So cops aren't wearing bulletproof vests?
Hey, only if they're in Newark. But like, what the fuck?
New Jersey's fucked up anyway.
So it's like, if you're committing murder, no bulletproof vest. You got to take it off. If you're wearing one just in case, take it off before you try to commit murder.
If you're holding up somebody, you have a bulletproof vest. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Let me take this bulletproof vest.
I told you not to press the alarm. Zip. Don't just stay. Sit.
I don't want the additional charge. I'm just going to murder you.
Right. What the fuck? Pennsylvania, it is illegal to sleep on top of a refrigerator outdoors, but it's okay to sleep on one indoors? What? Whose fault? Why are we sleeping on refrigerators, Pennsylvania?
How big are these fucking refrigerators?
That's what I'm saying. Are we talking about William Refrigerator Perry? Even though he wasn't from Pennsylvania.
From South Carolina.
It's just first thing that popped into my head. Like, what the fuck? How many people do you and what happens if you catch someone sleeping on top of the fridge? Barbara, I told you got a warning last time. I can't do it, honey. Get down from that. Wake up. Wipe the crust out your eyes. Grab you a fucking Sunny Delight to go because you're already on the fridge anyway. Let's get on down to the fucking courthouse.
How funny is that 911 call?
Yeah, there's some bitch sleeping on my fridge. I'm gonna need me a squad car out here. What's she doing? She just sleeping on the fridge? Yes, sir.
On top of it.
Well, that fucking bitch. We'll be right there. Don't worry. Hey, boys, fuck that. Skip that murder we got to go investigate. We're going straight over here. Bitch on the fridge. Bitch on the fridge. You heard me right. Get your goddamn gun. She going down tonight.
I wonder what the numerical code for that is. Bitch on the fridge.
1. It's the most important law. Ohio.
Oh, this ought to be funny.
It is illegal for more than 5 women to live in a house. I think it depends on the women. I think you shouldn't have more than 5 people living. I think you shouldn't have 5 people living in the house unless they're approved.
I think it should be legal for 5 women to live in a house if you're the only guy there.
This is a good one.
If I'm not there, there can be as many women as you want.
This is a good one. In New York, the penalty for jumping off a building is death.
Self-explanatory.
Right, man. They should. Where the fuck was that law in California around the Cecil Hotel?
No shit.
Maybe that would have stopped some people. All those suicides would have stopped because they knew they'd be killed if they did it.
What happens
by the state?
What happens if the awning breaks the fall and they survive? Do they kill them?
I guess.
You're getting the chair, bitch.
Well, you tried to kill yourself because you suck, and you suck so bad that you couldn't do it. So I guess we'll do that for you too, Tim.
You fucking incompetent fuck.
You fucking idiot. You can't even kill yourself, right? The state of New York has to do it for you, dumb idiot. God, you deserve this. I wish you had died when you fell because now it's my responsibility to kill you.
What state have we not covered yet?
They do a couple like repeats, but we're almost done. What is Rhode Island? Rhode Island's got to be stupid because it's a state, period. It should just be a fucking city.
It's the size of this room.
Yeah, like I've fucking taken shits the size of Rhode Island. Riding a horse over any public highway for the purpose of racing or testing the speed of the horse is illegal. No shit. How much horsepower? 1. Fucking idiots. New Hampshire. You may not tap your feet, nod your head, or in any way keep time to the music in a tavern, restaurant, or cafe.
I think that's a good law.
Just don't have fucking music.
I think because
But no, you can't, or in any way keep time with the beat. So even if you're just,
I think it's a good law because I was at the bar Friday.
Yeah,
they were aggravating me.
That's not saying much.
They were being loud with the jukebox singing, and some motherfuckers were singing that did not need to be singing.
The bar. What? In Indiana,
give it to me.
In
That'd be good.
In Indiana, a one-armed piano player must perform for free.
I love the state of fucking Indiana.
The fuck? Who Who the fuck? You better be getting a free show if you're hiring a fucking one-armed piano player. What the fuck?
Oh, Indiana, God love you, motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ, still makes better music than Billy Joel. That dickhead. Yeah, if anybody didn't know, Billy Joel's a dickhead. God, what? No shit. If I'm the owner of a fucking establishment and I have a one-armed fucking,
you pissed.
why are we
off
getting the middle finger?
because she's from Indiana.
Well,
Hey,
hopefully you don't hire very many one-armed
Just
pianists,
know-
and if you do, you got fucked if they charge you full price.
yes, if you paid him, you're fucked.
If you're a one-armed pianist and you're coming to my fucking establishment, you better fucking pay me money to put you on stage. Actually, you know what? I take that back. If I'm a bar owner, get the fuck out of my bar. I don't want a one-armed pianist. The only time I want to see a one-armed pianist walk through the doors of my business if I own a comedy club.
What about a one-armed drummer?
What,
What-
Def Leppard?
What if they ever played Indiana? He could not get
It's a
paid.
whole new
No,
meaning to one-hit wonder.
Since she flicked us off, give us another Indiana one because I'm sure these are classics.
We're almost at the end of this, but I'll look them up after this. Missouri single men between the ages of 21 and 50 must pay an annual tax of $1. What? Fuck you, Missouri. Illinois, you may be arrested for vagrancy if you do not have at least $1 on your person. What? Fuck you, Illinois. Iowa, mustaches are illegal if the bearer has a tendency to habitually kiss other humans. So you can't have a mustache if you're rapey, basically. That's how, I mean, okay, trigger word. If you're sexual assaulty,
Salty, a little salty.
habitually kisses other humans.
Now,
Was that, is that like
Is this
Nicolas Cage
consensual?
and fucking Face Off when he kept asking girls if they want to suck his tongue and they went for it?
well, who wouldn't want to suck Nicolas Cage's tongue?
Oh no, I found a shirt that has the cover of that Smashing Pumpkins album
Yes.
with Despite all my rage, but it says despite all my rage, I'm still just Nicolas Cage. And it has the album, but instead like the moon girl's face is Nicolas Cage. Okay, Delaware, it is illegal to fly over any body of water unless one is carrying sufficient supplies of food and drink. That's a good law. That's just smart.
Wait a minute. But how? It's Delaware. Not that big of a state either.
No,
How big are the bodies of fucking water where you might
well,
take?
it is coastal.
Is Delaware cool? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought
Isn't there like Massachusetts and
Delaware's
Connecticut?
Delaware's down by Maryland.
Yeah, but still,
I thought.
it's one of the original 13 colonies. All of the 13 colonies had
Oh,
water
I
access.
thought Maryland was. It was landlocked. I thought.
There we go. There we go. 10 dumb Indiana laws you may be breaking without knowing.
Read them since we got flicked off. This is just for you.
What? The value of pi is 3 because rounding it off to 3.14 is just too time consuming. Ain't nobody got time for that. So apparently in Indiana, the value of pi is 3. And they will hear none of it.
They round that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that math shit. Math optional. in
What?
Indiana.
All males 18 to 50 years old must work 6 days a year on public roads? How the fuck is
wait
that
a
a
minute.
thing?
They're not enforcing that rule. I've driven on. I lived in Indiana for a year.
Hey, there's the mustache rule.
their roads suck balls.
Yeah, so do ours. Pedestrian crossing the highway at night are prohibited from wearing taillights.
Oh, yeah, you're
What?
right. You're right. You're right.
No one may catch a fish with his bare hands in the state of Indiana.
I think that's a good law, actually. I don't. Those motherfuckers. What's that called when they catch catfish? They stick their hand-
Noodling.
Noodling. That's it. Those fuckers are nuts.
Yeah.
Even that hot chick that does it is nuts.
What? Waitresses may not carry drinks into a restaurant or bar.
Well, how else are they going to serve?
This is into a restaurant or bar. So they have like,
They can't bring their own.
right?
Okay.
What the fuck? Anyway, anyone 14 or older who profanely curses, damns, or swears by the name of God, Jesus Christ, or the Holy Ghost shall be fined $1 to $3 for each offense, with a maximum fine of $10 per day.
Wait a minute. Have you?
I fucking crossed that goddamn stupid Jesus fucking line before 9 goddamn fucking Buddha cock AM.
How many people have you ever heard say,
The
"Holy
curse
Ghost,
jar.
damn"?
Holy Ghost, damn it. If any person has a puppet show, wire dancing, or tumbling acts in the state of Indiana and receives money for it, they will be fined $3 under the Act to Prevent Certain Immoral Practices.
There's a lot of
Fucking
practices going
prudes.
on in Indiana anyway.
Fucking prudes. It's illegal for a man to be sexually aroused in public. How the fuck can you make that a law?
I've broken that law many times.
That's what I'm saying. It just happens. I'm not trying to say that I'm walking around like catcalling girls and shit. Sometimes you just be like, oh, Jesus.
I am a habitual breaker of that law.
Oral
Even when I
sex
lived in
is
Indiana.
illegal.
Oh, fuck the state
That's
of Indiana.
the number one. Indiana, oral sex is illegal. No mustaches on habitual kisser.
So what do
peoples.
we learn from this episode?
Indiana sucks.
Indiana sucks balls. You, but you can't because it's
Yes,
illegal.
Indiana sucks dick, but its fucking citizens can't.
All right, I think we should get out of here.
I suppose.
Frankly, I gotta stand up. My fucking ass hurts.
Yeah, I need a cigarette too. I love how we always jump up a couple viewers at the end of this shit. Not that we have a lot.
You'll
ever.
have to. We covered an Alabama law. And,
We did. What was Alabama?
fuck.
Alabama, it is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter inside of a church
Is that
or
it?
during church.
That's true. Great law. All right.
It makes sense for Alabama.
Thanks to everybody that joined us for the live chat. For our, is we going to try to do this normal, or is this just a special occasion?
I think it might be a thing.
So hopefully we might be able to
still
get
waiting
back
to see
to
how
our
things are
normal
working out.
Sunday, live stream. So for those of you that are watching, there will not be a live stream Tuesday.
There might. You never know.
If we do, it'll be a Patreon, and you got to pay for that shit. Well, because Thursday we.
I mean, we can always do one this week to fuck off with that new software too.
Yeah,
Just a little fuck off one.
Yeah, just a bonus. It won't be a real episode. It'll be another shit show, but it'll just be to test the new software for our live streaming software, which I really didn't. Travis showed up on time today, so I wasn't prepared.
I know. I love being like it's not even
'Cause
8:30 and
I
we're
heard
done with
I
this.
heard him pull up. I was like, that surely fucking can't be Travis. I opened the door and said, motherfucker's Travis.
Yeah, and that's with me having to baby my car up the hill that's down the street.
All right.
I
but
can't believe it got as bad as it did so fast out here.
Don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. The links will be in the description this evening.
TikTok, gitn.podcast.
Or PDS.
Twitter.
Or PDS.
Ghosts. What's the Twitter?
At night_ghost.
Yes. Fucking Instagram, ghost_night_podcast.
And just search
Facebook,
Ghost
in the Night. I made a Reddit account. I haven't done anything with it yet. I haven't started like a subreddit or anything.
Well,
but I'm going to start a community on Reddit. I might start a closed community on Facebook too, just to share fucked up memes with everybody.
Okay. Well, we will post that out, but be sure to follow us on all those because we do update those. If matter of fact, I believe Jenny.
Apparently, we're on LinkedIn too.
Yeah, but I gotta remember the password.
LinkedIn.
That was the wrong password. That was my personal LinkedIn. I found into wasn't the right one. But anyway, if you follow us on social media, that is how we kind of keep you updated on when we're going to do these live streams.
If we do that, I was going to post something today, but I did make one that I think I'm going to use for all the shit shows from now on. I'll show it to you.
Okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe at the YouTube channel, and also however you take in your podcast, whether it be Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Podbean, Jack Me Off. I don't know, all of them.
And remember, if you live in Indiana, leave.
Do not suck a dick.
Or fucking
dive at 5.
What was it?
No oral sex in Indiana.
Yeah, just leave Indiana. Follow Carson Wentz after this season.
I guarantee you somebody's breaking that law right now in the state of Indiana.
I would certainly hope so.
But be sure to follow us, subscribe to it, especially share this.
I went on a date with a girl from Indiana this weekend. Yeah, how'd it go? I asked her for a blowjob. She said, what?
I'm not breaking the law for your ass.
What's that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
Oh no, the penis mouth thing? No, that's illegal, man.
I went to college in Indiana. I broke that law a lot.
You gave a lot of blowjobs in college.
Absolutely. Oh, you
The truth comes out.
All right.
She loves us so much.
She loves
First
us so
time for
much.
everything.
And actually, I think she is in Indiana right now.
No blowjobs.
No blowjobs. That's just wrong. I think she's with her son. You just grossed her out a little bit.
Well, now we're mixing Alabama and West Virginia with Indiana.
And I'm going to find a pool. And I'm going to go in the water tribe whistle. See, I don't think it happened. Anyway, we are out of here. We will see you hopefully next Sunday for sure. Maybe we might pop in and do a little bonus shit.
I mean, I feel like we got to fuck with that software eventually.
Yeah. Because we are doing it.
And we're not going to know unless we go do a live stream. And I don't see the point of doing a live stream if we're not going to at least fuck off for a minute.
We are going to record an interview with another podcast. We'll leave it. We won't mention it right now. But I believe Thursday, right?
Thursday. Yeah, we got it. It's Zoom.
Yeah, we're being interviewed by a big podcast.
He said he would send us a Zoom in thing lately.
Okay.
I don't know how fucking Zoom works. I meant to message him and be like, well, we don't know how fucking Zoom works. So
we're kind of idiots. We can Skype with you all day long, bitch.
I'd imagine it's the same thing.
Probably. All right. We will see you at least next Sunday. Thank you. We love you. Say bye, Travis.
Bye, Travis.
God, you're such a dick. Good night.
Bye. End.